The first conflict in the story, Pride and Prejudice, is man versus self. Elizabeth Bennet, the lead female protagonist, has a conflict within herself, struggling to find a compatible husband. She knows that she needs to get married and that financially her family needs them to get married, but she refuses to marry Mr. Darcy because of her own pride. It was her hurt pride which drove her to reject Mr. Darcy's proposal. The second conflict in the story is man versus society. The character of Elizabeth showcases how societal pressures on women can be ridiculous. She follows most of the rules, which allows Darcy to consider her. She don't want to ruin her family's reputation, and when Lydia, her younger sister, the youngest of the Bennet sisters to be exact, go too far, Lydia nearly ruins her family name because of her choices, and that is something Elizabeth don't want to happen because she don't want to be labeled as such like what Lydia did. There are several themes found in the story. The first one is love and marriage. Pride and Prejudice focuses on the different ways love may grow or disappear, and whether or not society has room for romantic love together and to go to marriage. Elizabeth's pride makes her misjudge Darcy on the basis of a poor first impression, while Darcy's prejudice against Elizabeth's poor social standing blinds him, but later on love binds them together. The second one is reputation. It depicts a society in which a woman's reputation is very important, that a woman is expected to behave in certain ways, and stepping outside the social norms makes her vulnerable to rejection. The third one is family. All the characters operate within networks of family connections that shape their decisions and perspectives. It is evident that influence and behavior of family members is significant to their lives. The fourth theme is gender roles. The story takes place at a time when gender roles were quite rigid and that men and women have a different set of options and influences. And lastly, integrity. Elizabeth have a very high standards of integrity, and she is often frustrated and disappointed by the way she sees others behaving, like when her sister misbehaves. She thinks that it is very important to marry a man she loves and respects despite the pressure to achieve economic security. To conclude, Pride and Prejudice makes you realize that you are not free to love just about anyone. Instead, you need to follow certain social norms, and we should not be too quick in judging others based on first impressions because we might not be right about their character.